All right. Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. This time, we're tackling how to become an academic researcher.
In Australia specifically.
Exactly right. And to help us navigate this exciting, maybe a little intimidating path, we've got some fantastic insights from academicjobs.com.
They really are the experts in the field.
Couldn't agree more. So, to all our listeners out there who've ever dreamt of, unearthing some groundbreaking discovery, maybe even changing the world with their research,
This one's for you.
this one is definitely for you. So let's start at the very beginning. Academicjobs.com. They lay it out really clearly. First things first, you need a bachelor's degree.
Absolutely. But it's not just about, picking any old subject. This is the foundation of your research career.
Right, so it's got to be something you love, something you can really see yourself like digging deep into.
Exactly. It's where you prove you can learn, you can think critically, and you can excel in, well, what might become your research focus.
So it's setting the stage for what? Like a lifelong passion.
You could say that. And speaking of setting the stage, academicjobs.com also talks about the importance of an honors degree.
Now, I've heard this can be a real game changer. What's so special about an honors year?
Well, think of it as a year-long immersive experience in research, all within your bachelor's program. You get to really get your hands dirty, take on a real project, work closely with a supervisor.
That's like a taste of the real deal then.
Yeah, exactly. And for many researchers, it's this year that really solidifies their decision to pursue a research career.
You get to see if you really thrive in that kind of environment. Makes a lot of sense.
It does.
So you've got your bachelor's, maybe you've even done honors, and now you're thinking about postgraduate studies. And here we've got two big options, right? The master's by research and the PhD.
Two very distinct paths.
So how do you choose? What are the key differences?
Okay, so the master's by research, that's like a focused expedition. You'll gain specialized research skills and tackle a substantial research project.
Sounds pretty intense.
It is, and it often leads to research-oriented roles, in industry or government.
So it's great if you want to apply your research skills in a practical setting.
Exactly. Now, the PhD, on the other hand, that's the ultimate deep dive.
This is where you go all in.
Absolutely. You're conducting original research, pushing the boundaries of knowledge, contributing significantly to your field. You might even discover something entirely new.
Wow. So master's, you're mastering the skills. PhD, you're pushing the boundaries.
That's a great way to put it.
All right, so now let's talk about those practical skills. Besides the, burning desire to discover something new, what does a budding researcher really need in their toolkit?
Well, mastering research methodologies is absolutely crucial.
Okay, so what does that mean exactly?
So that means understanding how to design experiments, how to collect and analyze data, and how to draw meaningful conclusions from all of that.
So you've got to be organized, analytical.
Oh, definitely. And on top of that, you need to master academic writing.
Right, because it's not just about doing the research. It's about communicating your findings effectively.
Precisely. You have to write clearly, concisely, persuasively. That's how you share your work with the world.
Absolutely. Now, this is where things get really interesting, I think. Choosing your research area and finding the perfect supervisor.
That's a crucial partnership.
Almost like finding your research soulmate.
I like that analogy. And yeah, aligning your research interests with a supervisor's expertise, that's absolutely essential. This is the person who's going to be your mentor.
They'll be guiding you through the whole process, right?
Exactly. They'll offer feedback, help you navigate the sometimes complicated world of academia. It's a true collaboration.
You're in it together.
You are.
Yeah.
And speaking of collaboration, academicjobs.com really emphasizes the importance of networking.
Why is that so important in the research world?
It's all about connecting with other researchers. Think conferences, professional organizations, even just grabbing coffee with colleagues.
So it's about building relationships.
It is. And staying up to date with the latest trends, finding potential collaborators, even uncovering future job opportunities.
Makes sense. You've honed your skills, you've found your research soulmate, you've built your network. But research? Well, research takes resources. Let's talk funding.
Yes, the elephant in the room.
So how do researchers get the funding they need?
Well, grants and scholarships, those are the lifeblood of research, but the competition can be fierce.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, so the key is to start early. Research potential funding bodies, practice writing compelling proposals. You need to clearly articulate the impact of your research.
So it's about selling your vision.
In a way, yes. Now let's talk about the research environment itself. Does the university you choose really matter?
I'd imagine it does.
It absolutely does. A university with a strong research culture, excellent facilities, and a supportive community that can make all the difference.
So it's about finding the right fit.
Exactly. Look for institutions that value research, invest in their researchers, and provide the resources you need to truly excel.
It's all starting to come together now. The roadmap, the skills, the network, the resources. But before we unleash all this incredible research on the world, there's one last crucial piece of the puzzle.
Research ethics.
Absolutely. So what do we mean by research ethics?
Well, it's about conducting your research with integrity, ensuring the safety and well-being of any participants, upholding the highest standards of academic honesty.
It's about doing things the right way.
Exactly. Ethical considerations should be woven into every stage of the research process.
Because ultimately, it's about making a positive impact on the world.
Couldn't agree more.
So there you have it, folks. A deep dive into becoming an academic researcher in Australia. If this sounds like your kind of adventure, make sure to check out academicjobs.com.
They have amazing listings from, top local and global universities.
It's the perfect place to kickstart your research career.
So many exciting opportunities out there.
And on that note, as you embark on this incredible journey of discovery, I have one last question for you. What kind of impact do you want to make on the world? Think about it. And until next time, happy researching.